Welcome in everybody, Brandon Vickery with you from Valpo Sports Information. Today I'm glad to be joined by Giovanni Garbella as we look back at this past week in Valpo baseball. And Gio, first it was a home game and finally a nice day to hit at home, good weather, wind blowing out. What was it like to be a part of that offensive explosion in the lopsided win over Milwaukee?
Yeah, that was it was a great team win after a few days where we kind of struggled a little bit as an offense. It was good to have everyone roll in, be on the same page, and just play really well as a team.
Yes, there's an old cliche that hitting can be contagious, and it really seems like it's held true for this team this year. You've had games where the line just keeps moving, and you've scored 20-plus runs a couple of times this season. What have you seen in that regard from this team?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of guys on our team who can do damage. 1 through 9, everyone can hit the ball hard, everyone can put the ball in play, and definitely make a team run for their money, I guess. And it's shown throughout the year. We've definitely had a good offense, and it's fun to be a part of.
A really solid day on Saturday as well, splitting a doubleheader at a Big Ten foe, losing the first game in extra innings, and then winning by a run in Game 2. And you had 3 extra base hits, including a home run. Just what was that day like to be a part of for the team?
Yeah, it was definitely exciting to go into. Michigan State's obviously a big-time opponent. The atmosphere was great. Field was really nice, and we just definitely wanted to go out there and do as best as we could.
Gio, you've been one of many examples of guys that have improved over the course of your career here. I mean, midway through last season, I think your career average was around 200, and then all of a sudden you turn it on, and you've been a force since. What changed for you at the plate?
Just a lot of hard work. I made some mechanical changes, and just tried to be positive throughout the whole time. A little bit of a mindset too, just go out there and have fun and trust all the work that I've put in, and know that things are going to fall in their place.
There he is, Giovanni Garbella, Valpo seniors. Now we transition and talk to the head coach of the Crusaders, Brian Schmack, about this week's games, a win over Milwaukee in a midweek game on Wednesday here in Valpo, and then a split on Friday at Michigan State. Let's start with the game against Milwaukee. Just what was it like to see the offense produce at that level in that game on Wednesday?
Yeah, it was good. First Monmouth State gave us a great start. Gave us some depth in that inning, but to get off 7, I think, in the first inning is great, and it put him at ease a little bit, and then we just kept going from there. So it was a good day to hit, but the bats were definitely out.
And it was certainly a well-played doubleheader on Friday. Came up just short in the first game, had a lot of opportunities. Then the second game came back to get the win. Just what were your thoughts on the day?
Yeah, starting pitching was great, gave us some good depth. The defense was exceptional, and then we hit the ball really hard again. 2 games that we could have won. Kind of coughed it up late in the first game, but then obviously we came back, and was really proud of the guys that second game, because that's one that you can kind of just let slip away, especially being down 5 or 6 to 1 in the second game early, and then we just came back, and it was a great win over a great program.
Alex DiRenzo, I thought, was a big story. Despite getting the loss, tough luck loss in that first game out of the bullpen, what have you seen from him of late?
Yeah, it was probably the best game he's pitched since he's been here. He needs to throw strike 1. When he does, he's successful, and he did that a ton that game. So just competed, attacked those guys, made them put into play. Unfortunately, he got beat. But again, it's probably the best game he's thrown.
And then Trey Furketic allowed some damage against him early in the game, and then 6 scoreless innings to close out his second straight complete game. What have you seen out of him?
Yeah, he seems to get better as the game goes on. I don't know if he gets a little bit stronger or he starts to warm up a little bit, but it's kind of what he's done all year. So if we can kind of weather that early storm, and we did with the bats, which was good, he gives us a chance to win every single time.
A midweek game against Illinois, and then you head back into conference play for another road weekend series against Evansville. What are some keys this weekend?
Yeah, we got to be sharp. Monmouth State's going again, another great program. Again, we're tested every single time out, it seems, and that's good, because hopefully when we get to conference, it just continues to roll. So we need to play good defense, and that's what it's going to boil down to. I think we'll hit. We just need to play defense for our pitchers.
There he is, the head coach of the Crusaders, Brian Schmack. Once again, Valpo back in action on Tuesday night at Illinois. Another game against a Big Ten foe. Then back in conference play as a long stretch of road games continues at Evansville this weekend. For all the news on Valpo baseball, check out valpoathletics.com.